Amazing Guacamole by Kirsten Ostrom. This is a revised recipe from Alton Brown. You will need 6 Hass avocados, 2 limes, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, another teaspoon of ground cayenne red pepper, 3/4 of an onion or less, 5 tomatoes, I chose organically grown. You can put as much cilantro as you desire, 2 cloves of garlic, and lastly 3 ears of fresh corn. The first thing you want to do is set a pan filled with water on the stove so it can start to boil for your fresh corn while you prepare all of the other ingredients. First, you're going to take your freshly washed avocado and slice it in half. Then you're going to take the seed out and empty it inside the bowl. To remove the seed, I take the knife and just whack it out, like so. And you're going to empty it out and just scoop the surrounding to get a clean cut. Before you wash the limes, you're going to take the heel of your hand and press it in to the lime to make it as juicy as possible. Now you're going to cut the lime and then squeeze it over the unmashed avocados. The lime juice helps to preserve the avocado and keep it green while you keep it in your fridge. Now that the water is boiling, we're going to add 3 ears of corn. Now you want to stir the avocado so that the lime juice covers it all before you smash it with a smasher. Depending on how chunky you like it is how much you're going to smash it. This is the consistency that I like it at. Now you're going to add 1 teaspoon ground cumin, now 1 teaspoon of red cayenne pepper, I peeled both of my garlic cloves so that I could get the most out of them. You scrape it off and push it down again. Now you're going to stir together all your spices. You really want to make sure it's mixed up so you don't get a hot spot or too much like garlic spot in one area. Wow, this already smells so delicious and fragrant. Our corn is ready. It has been cooking for about 6 to 7 minutes. I'm going to turn off the burner, but to slow the cooking down even more, I'm going to pour in 1/2 cup of milk. Now I'm going to place the corn on a plate so it can cool down before I can cut it. Now you want to slice up all of the tomatoes, and I cut out this whole middle section of the heart and the juice and the seeds of it so that my guacamole is not as runny. And then I'm going to slice up the rest of these outside layer of the tomato into bite-sized pieces. Now we're going to pour the tomato in. And fold the guacamole over. Now you're going to cut the onion. You want to make sure you cut off both the ends. And peel it off, the outside layer. We're only going to use about 3/4 of it, so that's only about this much. You want to make sure it's into bite-sized pieces so people don't really notice. Getting a little cry on over here. I finished cutting my onions, but it seemed like too much for my guacamole, so I'm going to cut it down and make it a little bit less. You can always save this for later and make an omelet with it if you want. So now I'm going to pour the other half of my onions into my bowl. Now you're going to mix it in and fold it over. Now you're going to cut the corn off the cob. I'm going to add the corn. And stir the corn in. Now I'm just going to pick all the leaves off the cilantro that I want to use, and then I'm going to chop it up with my special lettuce hand chopper that works miracles. Now we're going to chop the cilantro. Now we're adding the last ingredient, which is the cilantro. Everything is now well mixed and ready to try. Undescribable. So delicious. You've got to try it. Now you want to seal it up and refrigerate it for an hour so that it can set.